How's it going, everyone? It's Abdallah here, bringing you guys a brand new trailer for Yokai Watch 4 on Nintendo Switch. Now, I am super excited to bring this to you guys because, one, we get to react to it, and two, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of translation of what's going on so that you guys can understand it in case you guys are non-Japanese speakers out there. And overall, three, this is Yokai Watch 4, and it's coming out sooner than we expected, so I am so pumped up for this. Here's what's going to happen. What we're going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit here. We're going to cut over to the actual trailer, where I'm going to go away for a little bit. You guys can watch it. And then we're going to go frame by frame and pick apart all the different characters and things that you may have missed the first time seeing it. So, if you guys are excited for the trailer and, of course, Yokai Watch 4, be sure to smash that like button and share the video with a friend. Let's get pumped for this game. I am truly excited for it. All right, here we go.
まだ秘密がいっぱいにゃんよ。またケイタと一緒に冒険できて嬉しいにゃん。妖怪ウォッチ4発売をお楽しみににゃん。
Okay, so what did you guys think of that? Was that not the coolest thing you've ever seen ever? Oh my gosh. All right, so a lot happened there. There was only like a 2-minute long trailer, so let's go back and take a look exactly at what we just saw. Oh man, all right. So I got it on the screen over here. We got a little bit of translation notes that we're gonna go over, and overall, it's gonna be a pretty fun one. So I'm gonna mute this so that we can just talk about it. You guys can feel free to rewind the entire video and go watch that trailer over and over again, because trust me, I did. But this is good. Now you can see Jibanyan, of course, coming out of this portal, and we saw in our very first reveal trailer that Nate actually is here, and we also saw that Katie was there too. So of course we've got some of these protagonists from Shadow Side. We got the Yokai Watch Elder over here. We've got the Yokai Watch Ogre, and they're just kind of looking over their shoulder like, who the heck's this guy, right? So anyway, what is that? Natsume and Toma. And then this is really cool. This is like a little splash of, you know, maybe this is like Level 5 saying, you know what, fine, you're not going to put Nate into Smash Bros. We'll do our own little splash screen. So this is pretty much saying, you know, Nate joins the battle with like a Super Smash Bros.-esque kind of background. I honestly, think that that's exactly what they did. They're like, all right, dudes, you know, we pitched putting Nate into the game. Nate could easily be like Pokemon Trainer, right? Off into the back, summoning Jibanyan and Whisper and Koma-san, right? Come on. Anyway, so this is kind of like, I would say, like a little jab at Nintendo, like, all right, you know what? We'll do our own thing. And that's what Yokai Watch does. Anyway, so this is cool. Nate joins the battle. I was excited about that one. It's like, what is this splash? This looks exactly like Smash Bros. So very pumped up about that. All right, so we got some pretty cool artwork. I think this logo looks amazing. You got like the Shadow Side-esque number 4 over there. Of course, your average Yokai Watch logo, nonetheless. But yeah, this looks really good. So if you take a look over here, this is going to be your house. And what's great about the entire Yokai Watch series is that Nate's house in Springdale is the exact same house in the exact same place every single time. So the consistency consistency is absolutely there. And oh my gosh, did you even see that? Hold on, I bet you guys did not see that. Who's this? Who's this right here? What is he hiding there for? Oh, it's so cute. I did not even see that the first. I just noticed that right now. So that's Dimmy. Dimmy's just chilling over here behind the car. So will that play into anything as soon as you walk out of your house? You go see Dimmy? I don't know. But that'd be pretty interesting. So this is actually really cool. I just found something so secretive. All right. So we're just going to pretty much go through here frame by frame. This is Nate's room. Nate looks a little older. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe it's just an art style. Very, very Ni no Kuni-like. Of course, level 5 made Ni no Kuni. So you can also see that this is the song that's currently playing on over there. The song is, yeah, it's, what is that? Something about the origins of mystery. All right, so Whisper is saying, oh, Nate, the weather is wonderful outside. Let's go, all right? That's so funny. All right, so he's going to keep on doing that. Now, this is interesting because now you can see Nate just kind of running around. There's Triangle Park right behind him. He runs right past that Dimmy that's just chilling out over there. And yeah, so this is ultimately saying, hey, go explore the brand new Springdale. So I'm excited about that. I mean, it looks like the Springdale that we always wanted from the 2D or like the pseudo as like 2D, 3D games on 3DS. Now into this full-fledged, hey, let's explore everything. I think it looks amazing. I'm very curious as to like what else is happening over here. But I'm gonna disappear for a second. I'm gonna show you guys that this. If you guys are taking a look over here where my cursor is, this is your entire like shortcut layout. And we'll see a little bit later on that you can assign your bike to the down on the D-pad on your Nintendo Switch controller. And of course, ZL kind of looks like maybe you can bust out your Yokai watch and, you know, navigate exactly what's going on there. So that's pretty interesting that they have that there. So yeah, I'm in the way of that one. But nonetheless, here's your Everymart, the Euros, pretty cool. You can see that he's just walking right past it. And yeah, he's just going there. Really nothing to see. Here goes the, either this is Triangle Park or the little kids, the little preschool area. But nonetheless, I think, and if you take a look at the bottom screen here, which is really cool, by the way, if you take a look at the map, you can see that you had to take a kind of a shortcut. No, that is straight up the school. That's right. If this is the same thing as Springdale, you can see that that's the school right over that way. And you can't really go in there because it's shaded out. And you can also see that there's a no way. I don't think that no way is going to be specifically blocking your path in this instance because you can see the little icons right over here. The little purple icons depict yokai like they have been historically throughout Yokai Watch. And the little blue ones are going to be regular NPCs that you can talk to. So I'm assuming that this is the Everymart over here, and maybe this one, this little, if you guys are looking at my cursor in the lower corner, this one's probably Humgramps, because Humgramps usually hangs out by the Everymart. So yeah, this one looks really cool, and you're just going to be exploring the brand new Springdale, and the map just looks amazing. Like, that looks so cool. It's just like on the, it's on the UI, the user interface. It's so cool looking. You can also see over here, hold on, I'll frame back. You can see, I know you guys can see this right here. You can see Komajiro and you can see Koma-san chilling over here on this little stage thing, right outside of the little soccer field, right inside the Springdale elementary school. So this is interesting. Like, Nate looks older, but like he's still hanging out in Springdale with the elementary school kids. So maybe he's, I don't know. But you can also depict that these little icons over here are Koma-san and Komajiro. So that's awesome. And yeah, I'm really pumped up for that. So let's keep on going forward. Okay, so this is good. Oh, now this thing. All right, so you saw this little dog wandering across, right? So the little dog is going to be, and look at Whisper's face. Just take a moment to appreciate Whisper's face right there. So the little dog is going to be a navigation functionality in the game. And I think his name is Naviwan. Yeah, Naviwan. So ultimately, Nate and Jibanyan are saying, like, what the heck is this dog doing here? So the dog's name is Naviwan, and what I assume that he's going to be doing in this game is he's going to be in place of the little arrows, the blue arrows that you kind of follow in the history of Yokai Watch games to go to your next objective. I feel that this little dog is going to be exactly that, where he's just going to show up on your front porch, and then Jibanyan says, hey, what's the big deal? Like, get out of here. What are you doing here? So, new gameplay element. This is Naviwan, and I'm excited because, like, from the looks of it, Naviwan walks in front of you, but you can also see that Naviwan doesn't have like a little yokai, I don't know, a little sprite on the overworld map. So yeah, usually on the maps you would see like a little arrow pointing which way to go. So that's kind of interesting to me. I'm not really sure what's going on over here, but from this part in the game, it looks like Nate is going from either his house or something like that. Yeah, because Dimmy is right over here. This is the Dimmy yokai. And he's going from his house all the way over to the Every Mart where something's going to happen over there. And then Naviwan is absolutely showing him the way for that one. So you'll also see over here that this is the Mount Wildwood Trail, that you're going up to the Mount Wildwood Shrine right over here. And there's going to be something over there because obviously you have the green exclamation mark on board. And we can take a look and see what exactly is happening. We've got the shrine, you got the offering box, and maybe just from the looks of it, you can see that there's an exclamation mark there. There's an exclamation mark over here. So it kind of is going to tell you, hey, this is what you have to do. This is where you have to go in order to advance the story. So yeah, I'm super excited about that one. And then maybe you're going to have to ring the bell. Maybe you have to put some pocket change, you know, donate $1 to it. Something like that on the shrine, I think would be really, really cool to do. All right, let's take a look. So we're going to warp over here, do a little bit of this. And then this was like my favorite little scene over here. I can probably name a couple of these yokai. You've got the Shadowside Mandor with an eye inside his eye. You've got the Shadowside Jibanyan. You got the Komasan. You got the Hungramps over here. You've got Shadowside Whisper. I don't think I've seen this episode with the Shadowside looking Komajiro. Forgive me, I haven't been keeping up with all the episodes of it. And then some weird looking spider bull. I don't know, man. I don't know, looking like an evil Mulindo over there. So yeah, and then you can see that they're just coming out of this little portal here. So obviously everyone has to do something about it. So I love this little artwork. That's beautiful. So you can see over here that this is going to be the battle system. Once you run into a set of wild battle, they're going to be right in front of you, all three yokai. You've got No Way, Hungramps, and Dimmy over here. And you can also see all sorts of things happening on screen. This is the user interface that we're all going to have to get used to. So I'm going to disappear for a second so that you guys can understand what exactly is happening on over here. So you'll notice that each character has their own HP meter. You guys can see that there. HP meter over here. You can see that this is going to be on the Pro Controller, pressing up and down on the D-pad to switch your yokai. You can switch from being Nate, now that Nate is a playable character. You can switch by pressing down to go over to Jibanyan and, you know, be a physical attacker. You can switch over to Hydabat and be a ranger. And then you could switch over to Noko in order to be a healer, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. Right over here are going to be your, I guess it looks like special moves. You can switch any of these things out. The blue little icon is like the shooting thing out of your yokai watch, which takes about 10 YP yokai points, something like that. Then you can switch over to healing. You can switch over to attacking as well. So you can do many things with the X button. And then, of course, maybe if you press the R button, you can switch and rotate from those. ZR looks like some sort of icon. We'll have to look into that. And then Y is going to be doing like a 3-hit attack. And then X and A is going to be doing something differently too. But you can see over here that every single one of these yokai will be available to like attack us. And you can see, just like slow motion, that Jibanyan is automatically running towards Hungramps to attack. You've got Dimmy throwing these ninja stars because he's already targeting with those arrows that were on board. And then Noe's just kind of doing what he does. Like, he does that. He just stands there and doesn't do anything. So you'll also notice here that it looks like the character locked onto Hungramps, which is a good choice. I mean, take out their healer. So Nate is using these little blasts, and I'm doing it really slowly so you guys can see exactly what's going on. But he's using these little blasts, and if you take a look over here, it costs about 10 Y points every time he does a blast. But as long as you're doing cooldown and not really attacking from them, you'll be able to start recovering that. So he's going 67 to 68, and then he goes over to 69. So that's going to keep on going. And then, of course, you can see over here that Jibanyan's not really using any Y points because he's using physical attacks right up front. But Hydabat has been using some of that, so you're pretty much drained on your Y points there. And, of course, Jibanyan's attacking No Way. These two are duking it out, and then Noko is somewhere else. I don't really know what Noko is doing. But you'll also notice that as Nate was getting attacked by Dimmy over here, which is very interesting. Like, Nate never sees any battle whatsoever. So he's going to be going, and then you can see that he's going to take damage. He's going to take this 10 damage. He's going to take 20 damage, 21 damage, and he's able to roll and dodge out of the side, just like we're used to in Yokai Watch blasters, in order to dodge and negate some of that damage. So this is interesting. We got over here. Yeah, this was a miss, so you can see that there. So whenever you do something correctly, like in Yokai Watch blasters, you'll be able to see that as well. So that looks pretty great. Yeah, a little icon that says miss, and you get those crit misses. Yeah, right. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. This is going to be Slimy Mandor battle. You can see that over here, and you'll also see that Nate is like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" Like you don't know who Slimy Mandor is, but anyway, maybe it's an alternate timeline, alternate dimension. But this is actually really cool because there's a lot of things going on with Slimamander. And then you can also see that Slimamander has some sort of, speed down or something like that. He's got some sort of debuff happening over there. And from wherever they cut this from, you can see that some of these guys have some status effects. So I'm going to disappear for a second and show you guys this really quick. So yeah, I'm actually really pumped about that because not really sure what these status effects are, but the text says that you can become a watcher and make yourself useful, i.e. instead of just being a someone on the sidelines rotating yokai or switching yokai in, you're gonna be in the battle with everyone, and you can see that just from this over here. So you can see that Noko had some sort of like buff right over here. You can see like an attack buff and maybe like a speed buff. Before some other yokai had some, let me see if I could move forward again. Yeah, like this over here. I'm not really sure what the status effect is. I guess we're gonna have to keep on waiting until we get some more details on that. But it looks really cool. Like something happened to Jibanyan, something happened to Noko, and then they're going on with that. So you can also see over here that you can use your watch in order like to pull on parts of a yokai. And then in order to get like the eyeball out, that's exactly what Nate did over there. We went with the Slimamander and just pulled his eyeball out. We got some sort of debuff going on over here with his spirit attack stat down, his physical attack stat down, and then we were able to pull out the eyeball. So now this is interesting. I have no idea what's holding the eyeball. Maybe like a detached tongue with legs or something. Some sort of brand new yokai. But you'll also see that Jibanyan did his little uppercut right over here. This is pretty funny. Jibanyan doing his X attack uppercut, which is very cute. So yeah, you're gonna have to keep on getting this guy, and then you can see that the more you attack him, maybe you're gonna get like a stun gauge. This guy just kind of fell down, so all your other yokai can do some work. So yeah, really pumped up about that. This battle mechanic system looks really, really promising. I cannot wait to actually get my hands on this. Right over here is a brand new screen that says that you can also be yokai, which is really good. I mean, you can be yokai just like in Yokai Watch Blasters, so you're going to be perfectly fine with that. If you played Yokai Watch Blasters, I'm sure that you guys are going to be familiar with how exactly to play. So you can be Hydabat and throw some little orbs or whatever. You got some different moves, and you can switch to everything. And then what it looks like over here is Jibanyan. When you switch over to Jibanyan, you can do your Pause of Fury, which is great. So I guess maybe when your Soul Temp meter charges up, and in order to do the max attack, you can see that you're constantly mashing on the A button whenever you're playing. Let's say you got your Pro Controller over here. You're constantly pressing the A button as fast as you can in order to get max damage on Slimamander with your specific Soultimate. You guys can see over here that I think max damage is going to be at 300%. So I hope it's not like pressing it like a million times in like a second. I hope it's like a little bit more generous. But you can see the rainbow numbers 300 is going to be max on that. So moving on. So you're going to be a watcher, and then you guys can see over here that there's going to be 3 stories that will be colliding. 3 worlds that collide. You can see Nate's story, of course, with Nate, Komasan, Jibanyan, Whisperer, the Nate that we've come to love. And of course, you've got Natsume and like her entire team from Shadowside. And of course, you got Shin right over here with his like predated yokai all the way in the past. So I'm excited. These guys are going to be in the brand new Yokai Watch movie Forever Friends. I'm not really too keen on the details of that one because it hasn't been out at the time of recording. But nonetheless, I think that it's going to be pretty promising considering the fact that like there's 3 storylines that kind of go together, and I'm wondering like what are we going to learn from each of these characters. You can see the little Nekomata there. You got these guys and Nate coming out over here. Whisper's like, what? Where the heck are we? So this is great. This is like truly great. So you can see over here, we're going to go over these little screens like one at a time just so that you guys can understand them. This one was a little bit closer of a walk. You can see Nate over here just walking a little bit closer to Komasan and Komajiro. Maybe he's going to go talk to them and see exactly what's going on. Right over here, this is going to be Katie. We've seen this before in the previous trailer. In case you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. There's a link in the description below where the big Katie reveal was there. So a lot of people love Katie. I mean, Katie's great. Katie's absolutely great. What else? There's actually a lot happening over here. So Let's see. Okay, so we've got. I think we've seen this in the older trailer. This is where Toma and Natsume were talking to some one little girl, and they were doing something over there. Not really sure who this dude is, so I'm very curious about that. You guys can let me know in the comments if I missed anything, or if you guys know who this guy with the blonde and black hair. He kind of looks like a yokai. He's got like a little necklace on. Not sure who he is, but maybe that's just me being out of touch with the Shadow Side anime. You guys can let me know about that. Other than that, you can see over here. Yeah. So we were right. So we were absolutely right. So by pressing maybe like L or something like that, you can enter watch mode. And you can see that there's something going on with this guy right outside of the Everymart. And then you're going to use your yokai watch in order to find the Hungramps right outside of the Everymart. So that's good. So you're going to find the Hungramps over here. You're going to see what's going on. You're going to go from there. And of course, the navigation. I love this navigation thing. I don't think I touched base too much on that. This navigation line over here shows you exactly where you need to go and how far you need to go in order to get to the next objective. So it's saying, oh yeah, in 2 meters, you'll be exactly where you need to be in order to do that. So what that makes me really happy at is because, you know, for those of us that don't understand Japanese and we want to play this game, because Nintendo Switch is region free, we can download this game and make our way through it like I've done in Japanese Yokai Watch 2, Japanese Yokai Sengokushi, Japanese Yokai Watch 3. You get the point. It's possible to do, so I want you guys to make sure you guys get this and play along with. All right, other than that, you can see Eddie and Bear. Eddie and Bear make an appearance over here at Triangle Park. You guys can see that there's a bike on screen. That's pretty cool. So maybe this is where you're going to get a bike. I don't know. Maybe you're going to find one on the ground. Here again is the little girl that we were talking over there. This is your navigation dog that's going to help you. We got Shadowside Whisper. Here's the Crankikai. This is the Crankikai tree over on Mount Wildwood. So I'm curious as to like what exactly happens over here. Because we know that tree. That's where the Crankikai is at. Maybe we're going to get some S ranks. Who knows? This is just another street battle you guys can see. This is another cutout of Slimy Mandor. Not really sure who this yokai is. This is that like Shadowside QB that I don't even know about? I don't know. There's Shadowside Jibanyan. Yeah, this is an interesting looking yokai. Maybe that is QB, or maybe it's just another fox. I mean, I'm seeing a couple tails over here, so I mean, QB's not the only QB in existence, so that's pretty interesting to me. What else do we have? So this is the offering box. Remember we were talking about that before. Maybe one of the very first things to do in the game is going over to the Mount Wildwood Shrine, putting up your $1 offering, and then seeing exactly what happens there. So that looks really good. And then, of course, you can see this little guy from Forever Friends, that little storyline there. I think that's really all the little details that I'm kind of noticing over here. I can't wait to see what happens in the Crankikai. What's going on with Natsume, and just seeing everyone else. This just looks really cool, dude. And then like here is like the best part of the entire thing. Yeah, the best part of the entire thing is this right here. This one says Nintendo Switch. It's coming on Nintendo Switch in the springtime of 2019. So, springtime of 2019 is right around the corner. I'm recording this on the 22nd of January in 2019. So, spring could be anywhere from March, April. I don't know. It also says, I mean, just by looking at this, it says that Nintendo Switch Online is going to be a thing too. So that's going to inevitably confirm that there's going to be most likely trading and or battling online. I would be hard pressed to think that they wouldn't utilize that on Nintendo Switch. But yeah, you guys can see the little splash icons of all these different yokai. Yeah, other than that's really it. That is absolutely really it. So what did you guys think? Pretty cool? I thought it was amazing. Like this whole trailer just looks spectacular. I just want to keep on playing. I want to keep on watching it over and over again and finding all these little hidden details. So my question and challenge to you guys is, did we miss anything? Did you guys notice something different that I may not have touched base on? Let me know in the comments. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with because there's a lot of things happening and this game is going to be really good. A lot of you guys may be on the side of not really liking it because that's not the yokai you grow up with. Well, you know what? You got to change a little bit. You got to mix up the equation. I can't wait. Give it the benefit of doubt. Wait until it comes out. Or, you know what? You just wait until I do a Let's Play on it. I mean, we're going to do it day one, and we're going to live stream this game every single time. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be so much fun. And then, of course, at the same time, depending on how well of sales do and how well we, the American and everyone outside of Japan audience takes it, then level 5 will say, hey, you know what, maybe this is something that we should definitely put our localization efforts to. I mean, case in point, Yokai Watch 2, Yokai Watch 3. Not many people like Sengokushi, so we didn't get that. So, you know, it's really all about us and what we do in order to make sure that we show our support for it. So get the game, play along with, watch the videos that I put out. I mean, that totally helps out. Anyway, yeah, this game came out. This game cannot come out soon enough. It's going to be really fun. So anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything or if you noticed something that was that really caught your eye. Are you guys going to spend the time getting yourself a Japanese Nintendo account, getting Japanese eShop money and buying the game to play along with in spring 2019? Let me know all that in the comment section below. I can't wait to read and interact with each and every one of you guys. But of course, like I said earlier, we're going to be playing this game. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to have each and every one of you guys on board with it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.